Hi, it's Becky Hamilton, and I am bringing you a Vacation Bible School 2019 training. This video is for all the volunteers at Vacation Bible School. If you are going to volunteer in any capacity, first of all, thank you. We cannot do this without a lot of hands on deck. And I feel very strongly that Vacation Bible School has so many positive benefits. I just think it is an opportunity to share the gospel just boldly with everybody who walks in our doors, whereas throughout the year we can absolutely do that, but it's a little bit more intensified and a little bit more intentional for the week of Vacation Bible School. So thank you for your service. I appreciate it. With that being said, I have a few things that I really want to communicate for 2019's Vacation Bible School. Some of the things are the same, and some of the things, like the theme, is a little bit different. So I wanted to talk to you and educate you about that so that when you walk in the door to serve in your area of choice, then you'll know a little bit more. So this year's theme is Victory in Jesus. It is a sports theme, and kind of the idea of the theme is that everyone wants to win in life. But those who place their faith in Jesus are not only winners in this life, but for all eternity. And we're really going to look at some different Bible lessons, but we're going to look at it through kind of a sports theme. Our verse for the week is 1 John 5:4, and that verse says, "For everyone who has been born of God overcomes the world, and this is the victory that has overcome the world, our faith." So we're going to be talking about what that means and what it means to place our faith in Jesus and how that makes us a winner through his victory. Our Bible lessons for the week, we have 4 nights. We go from 6:30 to 8:30. We condensed it just a little bit down than from in years past, and last year we tried that out and it worked very well. I had a lot of positive feedback from the shorter schedule. So we will do that again. The actual VBS was 6:30 to 8:30. We will do a family dinner. I encourage you as a volunteer to come at 5:30 and eat and come a little bit before the rush. And we will advertise that for everyone else at 5:45 to give you guys just a little bit of head start, maybe kind of get in the front of the line so that you can get to your area of service before everyone else gets done. The Bible lessons are on night 1, we're going to talk about David, King David, and his right mindset. And we're going to talk about on night 2, Job's winning attitude. On night 3, we're going to talk about how Saul got a restart in life, and how we all need that restart from our sin. And we're going to talk about night 4, that Jesus wins the victory. If you've attended a Vacation Bible School at Fannin before, you know that we try to wrap around everything that we do centered around not just the theme of the night, but the Bible lessons. So you're going to see that echoed in the craft rotation. You're probably going to see some connection in the snacks, in the games, and then the other rotations. So let me tell you what those rotations are, just to be clear. We've got the Bible story rotation. We've got a Bible verse activity rotation. That's where they specifically target a Bible verse and do some fun activities and games and things to help them remember it, and even talk about how to apply Bible verses to our lives. Crafts, we have a games rotation, and then we have a snack rotation. Also, for the preschoolers, instead of focusing for the full rotation on just a Bible verse, for preschoolers, we also do, instead of Bible verse activity only, we do a condensed Bible verse activity, and we also roll in preschool music, because that's really how preschoolers learn. So we make that adaptation for preschoolers. Like I said, our VBS runs from 6:30 to 8:30, and I talked about the dinner. We will have the doors to the worship center closed and locked until 6:25. We want to make sure that the children If just possible, we would like them to stay with their parents or whoever brought them until that time. And at 6:25, we will open the doors to the worship center, and we have different age groups, and they will be well marked. And they will go find their age group and sit there. And then from 6:25, they will be with us in programming and doing their rotations through with their groups. If you are a guide, I'll do a special video for you. But please, you can come into the worship center earlier than that because we need you to be in your spots. Everybody else, I would really appreciate it if you would wait until 6:25 to come in. There's some things happening in the worship center before then. We have different practices and different things that we're getting ready in there, and it would be best if people could wait in the fellowship hall or even outside. We have some security measures in place. This is for everybody to be aware of. First of all, we have name tags that the children wear, and we also have name tags for volunteers to wear. This just helps everybody know that you are where you're supposed to be and that you are part of our group. So please, as a volunteer, please wear your name tag. We do have a security team in place of 3 or 4 people who will be walking around. And you will likely know who they are. They will have name tags on. If you have any questions or if you wonder who the security people are, I will tell you closer to the time once that team is confirmed. But if you see something that is not going, like if you're a little confused, if you see something that's unusual, I just ask that as a volunteer that you let someone know. Let a grown-up know. Let a grown-up. You are a grown-up. Let another adult know. Let me know. We've got a couple other administrators, Amy Smith and Megan Atchison. You can grab one of them or just get word to us somehow. If you see something, please say something. We want to keep the children safe. We want this to be a good, positive experience. And I don't expect anything. I'm not worried about it. But I do ask that if you see something that just looks unusual, that you say something. And that's just, if we all keep our eyes about us, then that's the best thing to do. We have name tags, like I said. They will have the kids' names, the parents' names, and phone numbers. They also have allergies listed. But that phone number is good. We've had to use it a couple of times in the past. If for some reason something happens, a child starts to break out in a hive, or something that's urgent, you as the adult, if you're present, you have the parent's phone number right on their name tag. And if you need to, if you have an urgent reason to, then you can call the parent if necessary. I love that feature of having the name tags and using the computer system for that. It makes it very handy. So that is accessible to you. That's a security feature. But if it's just a non-emergency, it's just a smaller issue, then if you'll just make one of the administrators, me or somebody, maybe even that just looks in charge, let us know, and we would be glad to handle that for you. So I'm looking so forward to VBS. It's one of my favorite weeks of the year. I love the opportunity that we have to share the gospel just openly, and that people come into our doors and they are excited about that. The last thing I'll leave you with, everything that we do, I want to, my prayer, my hope is that everything we do is rooted in Scripture. Everything that we do demonstrates love to the children, because we are an extension of God's love. And for some people, and for some children, this might be the only place they feel loved. And I know you might think that that's not going to apply to people in Midland, Texas, or people that are going to come to our church, but I promise you that it might. So please demonstrate God's love by the way we talk to the children, by the way we encourage them, and by the way that we love on them. Also, we should make it fun. Now, we've got to stay within boundaries, and we've got to stay structured for safety reasons, but we can also, within those boundaries, have a lot of fun. And we want this to be a place where they feel loved and they have fun. And of course, it's rooted in Scripture. So if we can do those things together, I think that VBS is going to be a great success. Again, thank you so much. And I look forward to it, July 28th through 31st.